Good morning and welcome to a Team Talk. I am Matt from Fitness with Matt. I am a group exercise instructor and a personal trainer in Coventry in the United Kingdom. And Team Talks is supposed to be empowering, educational, but I just want to give out a trigger warning today because we are going to be discussing 5 reasons why it's not okay to comment on someone's weight. So that can be triggering maybe if you're recovering from an eating disorder, or it could be triggering if maybe you've been bullied because of your appearance, or if you have issues when we're talking about weight and fat phobia and stuff like that. So if maybe this isn't the best time for you to listen to this talk, turn it off. It'll be on YouTube. So come back to it if you ever want to. But if it's not good for you right now, let's turn off. So I'm talking about this today because I've had this from both sides. I've had people as a fitness instructor comment on me gaining weight, but I've also had people commenting on me losing weight. So I thought it was really important that I talk about this because, things change and things we maybe used to say in the past without thinking. Today I'm going to encourage you to think and reflect. Now, this happened to me really recently when someone said to me after my second class, and this isn't an attack on that person, this is just that actually it made me think and I wanted to talk about this. So I had a message after a class saying the person was comforted by the fact that they thought I'd overindulged over Christmas. And I was like, are you saying you think I've put weight on? And they went, in a roundabout way, yes. I'm like, well, that's not okay. And then the situation just got worse because they went, well, I put on weight too. It's really hard for us all, blah, 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 etc. Now, again, this is not calling out that person. This is not an attack on that person because actually years ago, it happened again when I'd come back off holiday. Someone had commented on saying, wow, you've had a really good time. And intentionally or not, it makes you look at yourself. It makes you feel bad. And that's something, that's not a good situation to be in anyway. And then, when it happened recently, I found myself before my shower then looking at my body in the mirror, pinching bits and thinking about it more and putting it on my radar, which it hadn't been. So, anyway, let's go into my 5 reasons why it's not okay. Number 1, the comments can be highly triggering because people might be recovering from an eating disorder, or they may have suffered in the past with an eating disorder, but your comment on their weight could take them back there and make them ill again. And eating disorders, I didn't know, have the highest mortality rate of any mental health. Shall I try that again? Eating disorders have the highest mortality rate of any mental health illness, and it affects about 9% of the world's population. So when you're making a comment on someone's weight, you don't know whether they've had any kind of disordered eating. And even if you think you're paying them a compliment, telling them they've lost weight, again, it can be triggering for people. Next, people's weight does not tell us anything about their health, about their happiness, or their lifestyle. Society has created this assumption that weight loss is always good and weight gain is bad. Now, I've really had this the other way around. So I had people years ago when I broke up with an ex, and I was proper heartbroken and upset, and it was a really tough time. And so, because I had a lot of internal anguish, for want of a better word, I lost quite a lot of weight. And people were constantly going, oh my God, you've lost so much weight, what are you doing? And it's like, and I couldn't turn around and go, heartbreak. That's what's caused it. People often gain or lose weight because of medications they're on, treatments they're having, So just think a little about what's happening for that person. And also, it perpetuates this myth. Someone said to me, they think I put weight on over Christmas, but actually lately I've been trying to eat more because I would like to gain more muscle. Okay, so it's okay. Anyway, and it's not about that as we're talking today. Number 3, it also, as discussed before, perpetuates fat phobia. So there's kind of like, it encourages this sense of guilt. So by saying, like, you don't comment usually on someone's appearance, but if they lose weight, you comment and give them like loads of praise. It insinuates that you like and prefer the person that way. So again, perpetuating this idea that thin good, fat bad. Another point. Talking about weight or someone's size shifts away actually what's important in life. You know, talk about if someone had a good Christmas, if they made any good memories, they saw their family, their friends for the first time this year. You're taking away so much time. Think about in the world, if we commented less on people's size and shape, how much more time we would have for other conversations. So let's just try and move away from focusing on it. I know it's difficult. Even if you think it, try and question whether what you're about to say is going to be helpful or whether it needs to be said. And then finally, body diversity needs to be celebrated because we aren't all made from the same mold and there really is health at all sizes. Beauty is relative. Who I think is attractive will be different than who you think is attractive. What success looks like to me will be different than someone else. Someone's wealth is always relative. So again, this commenting on people's weight loss, their weight gain, it perpetuates that thin equals healthy, successful, popular, attractive. So let's try and remember that health at all sizes, lifestyle is far more important than someone's weight if we're thinking about this in a health environment. So rather than me sitting here and potentially criticizing behaviors, I want to help you see different ways. So if you see some alternatives to comment, to pay them a compliment that isn't solely focused on appearance or on their weight. So you could comment on, for example, their energy levels. If suddenly someone started coming to class and you notice they're doing the whole class with so much energy at Zumba, say, with me, you could comment on how much energy they have. You could comment on how much style they have and flavour. You could compliment them on what a good friend they are to you. You could compliment on how strong they've gotten. If you're seeing someone in the gym and they're lifting lots of weight and they are doing really well, comment them on their achievements. Take it away from appearance sometimes because we don't always know what's caused the results you are seeing in that person. So I want to reiterate, this was not an attack on the people who have commented on my weight, but I wanted to highlight even someone in my position in the fitness industry, we are still exposed, probably more so than general public, for our weight. I know a lot of female instructors who have had this and feel a certain pressure. I mean, I feel a pressure to look a certain way as an instructor. And it's my job to try and challenge that somewhat. I know often these comments are coming from a place of love. You're like, I want to give a compliment. If you see something, you should say it. But hopefully today's talk has helped you to think about, wait, is this comment okay to say? Could there be something else I could compliment this person on? I hope this has been helpful. As always, we can carry on with the conversation in the comments, or you can private message me. I'm on Facebook, Fitness with Matt. I'm on Instagram, Fitness with Matt1, or as always, you can comment below. So I hope today has been helpful. Sorry, it feels a bit serious, doesn't it? But I just wanted to talk about it because, as I say, it happening to me recently made me think, okay, I need to talk about this. So I did. Anyway, thank you as always for tuning into my Team Talk. I hope it's been helpful, empowering. Yeah, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye. I make see again.